Dr. Seuss understood the importance of travel preparation and planning for an outdoor adventure. He wrote, "I've learnt there are troubles of more than one kind. Some come from ahead, some come from behind. I've brought a big bat, I'm all ready, you see. Now my troubles are going to have troubles with me." I'm Aaron Dominic, and I'm going to discuss the importance of travel preparation and planning for an outdoor adventure. I'm going to cover some hazards of traveling in the outdoors, as well as how to prepare and hopefully prevent an outdoor emergency, as well as some of the positive and negative outcomes of proper and poor planning for outdoor adventures. So what are some hazards of traveling in the outdoors? Weather changes can happen very quickly. Heavy rain, snow, wind, or even temperature changes can make traveling in the outdoors potentially dangerous, as well as terrain features such as lakes, rivers, canyons, or even mountains can be difficult to traverse for an ill-prepared traveler. Wildlife such as bear, moose, or snakes can also be dangerous for an ill-prepared traveler who's not aware of what might be around them. A prepared traveler should be able to manage most of these hazards dependent upon their skill level and knowledge set. Every one of these hazards, though dangerous, make for a more memorable outdoor adventure. By knowing some of these hazards of traveling, you can begin to prepare and plan for an outdoor adventure. First thing that should be done is the planning phase. You should list members who are going to attend the outdoor adventure, contacts for each member, and these individuals should also know departure times, return times, and contact times if things should change. They should also know how to initiate a search and rescue recovery if they don't hear back from you from a certain period of time. In addition to this, a first aid kit or preparedness pack should be taken with you. A knife to be utilized for splitting wood, cutting rope, or even cleaning game could be useful in a number of emergency situations. A good water bottle is important to help keep you hydrated and to aid in gaining more water in the future if necessary. It is also helpful to have even a cheap emergency blanket, which is reflective for a good signal. It's also very helpful to help keep you out of the elements if the event should arise. These are only a few items that you may want to pack in a preparedness kit. A good survival kit or survival book may give you more knowledge. But remember, no situation is 100% like something you may read, so be ready to think outside of the box. Now we've discussed some things that you may be able to plan and prepare for to help keep you safe in the outdoors. Let's discuss some of the things that may happen with proper or poor planning. I'm a very avid caver. I've found myself in some very tight spots, one of which my mother and father were in the process of going out to put an APB, a search party, out for myself because I had followed another camper home from a camping trip because they lived 8 miles away from a cavern. As we were walking to this cavern, their dog had kicked up hornets. We'd both been stung multiple times, and I had rolled my ankles in trying to prevent the individual from falling down a ravine. I'd passed out for 12 hours prior to contacting my parents and telling them where I was. That was poor planning on my part. Proper planning and proper research had made another trip in Alaska, cool school. I went to a cool school training, which in this training scenario, we trained for 2 days and prepared for 2 days on how to survive in the Arctic wilderness. In severe temperatures of anywhere from minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit to positive 20 degrees Fahrenheit, we learned how to survive, keep ourselves warm, keep us protected from the elements to prevent cold injuries. All of this went down without any significant impacts because of proper preparedness and proper planning. These are just some of the items that could or could not go wrong. But since we've discussed this, let's go ahead and cover what we've discussed so far. We've discussed some of the hazards of traveling in the outdoors. We've discussed how to prepare and plan for this. And we have also discussed some of the outcomes with both good and bad preparation and planning. Good preparation and planning leads to a positive outdoor adventure. So get out there, plan your trip, and be safe. Enjoy the outdoors.